You want to take anabolics? You either got to take the anabolic route or the natural route. Right, let's get off this bollocks. This is a video that was sparked off from actually a subscriber, so I'll probably get the comment below, from a subscriber who was talking about like the social pressure from social media about to take anabolics, and he targeted the app TikTok. Now I don't really use TikTok a lot. I have posted a few things and had a few things that got quite a few views on there, but it's not something I regularly post or really go on. The only things I really do look at on there are naked women. No, not really. It's actually, I look at the, it's like Call of Duty videos. But it got me looking. What I did was look on there and look at stuff what people were talking about anabolics, and it was quite alarming. There were a lot of things on there that was really just glorifying taking anabolics, really not talking about the risks of that can be taken within anabolics. And the people that were talking about them really didn't seem very credible. And a lot of the comments were coming from people that don't look like they're ever going to see a competitive stage. Now, don't get me wrong, there was a few information on there that was great, that was coming from people who worked in TRT clinics. But guess what? They had fucking no views. The ones that had views were the outrageous ones. The ones that are probably going to be enticing you to take anabolics, or literally thinking that us as bodybuilders take thousands of milligrams, and that we take IGF-1 and all these crazy fucking drugs that literally only ever a few people have access to, and most people don't do anyway, because this is just financially not, what you get out of it financially is just not worth it. So what I wanted to talk about was talking about the social pressure that you're going to get from these videos, etc., from these certain people. Obviously, someone who takes anabolics, a competitive bodybuilder, that's the reason why I take them, is to understand if you're going to go down this route, why you're going to go down this route. Why? What is your why? What are you going to benefit from it? Are you just looking for some quick gains? Or are you looking to then pursue bodybuilding? Are you trying to pursue a physique that is just not on the natural realm? The level of muscle mass that you want to keep whilst you're on a cut, you know, that kind of thing. What are you doing it for? Think about your why. You've got to remember that going on anabolics is a personal decision. It's not down to anyone else. The reason why it's a personal decision is because it can be life-changing. Now, I don't want this video to be something like a real dreary, like, oh my God, because guess what? On TikTok, all these guys, none of them talked about the actual risks. Even just doing a cheeky cycle. It's only a cheeky cycle. Yes, but there could be a potential that you will never be able to have kids again. From a cheeky cycle, you could be completely ruin your sperm count, and you could just be in the toilet there, and you're infertile, just never going to be able to have a kid. That is a possibility. That's something that could happen. Ask yourself your why. Why do you want to take anabolics? That's a good start. Then think about, can I afford to take anabolics? In these videos where people are talking about trend and all these things and their experience, how fucking good it was, and their dick was massive and all these bits and bobs, whatever, and so maybe some of the side effects that they had, none of them talked about blood work, the cost of how much it takes to run anabolics and try and prevent the collateral damage. Here's a nice list, and this is actually taken from the J3U, the John Jewett University. Someone, if you are interested in taking anabolics, I would take a lot of information off, who's got a massive amount of credibility within this industry and done many years. He's an IFBB pro, he's got an MSc, someone you probably want to listen to. This list here is what you need to think and what you need to do, and the things you want to think about before jumping on cycle, and tick box this as a checklist. This checklist should be what you're going to go off, and that will be regardless if it's a cheeky cycle or if it's going to be going into competitive bodybuilding. Remember what you're doing to yourself. Remember what the possible outcomes can be, and remember that you want to try and get out of this and have longevity. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to do this checklist, and we're going to look and make sure we can run by these. That's going to be your number one rule. Now, this video, and that doesn't sound sexy. That will not fly on TikTok, because no one wants to hear that. People just want to hear what they want to hear. That sort of, oh, sweet, it's okay. And that goes back down to the first point. Remember what your why is. Why? You know what I mean? Oh, what do you want to do in 5 years' time? 10 years' time? If you don't want anything to do with the gym in 5 to 10 years' time, taking anabolics is not fucking worth it. That's for sure. If you don't want to be an athlete, like, it's not fucking worth it. What are you trying to, if it's a performance enhancing drug, what performance are you trying to enhance? If you're not thinking about your performance in 10 years' time of being elite, or 5 years' time, or whatever it is, or what you want to achieve in that time, what's the point? And that is what I'm trying to get out at this video. I'm not trying to sway you off, but I'm just trying to give you a realistic approach of making the decision. a basis to go off and a checklist to think about, and also understand that it's your decision and that what your goals are, what you want to do, is it going to facilitate you, or are you just wasting your time? Let's face it, if you look after yourself and you do dabble in this, are you going to be able to have longevity after and get scot-free and be absolutely fine? Most likely, yes. I'm a strong believer in that. There are more and more bodybuilders, elite level amateurs, etc., in the masters class coming away after bodybuilding and living a long life after. Tens, thousands, hundreds of thousands of competitors worldwide that are leaving bodybuilding absolutely fine and getting on with life, have families. Do consider that it is your decision. Don't fall into the pressure of some fucking knob on TikTok who's just trying to do the videos, exaggerate on things that they're saying, overhype things just because they're addicted to fucking likes and views like a fucking heroin addict is to heroin. So don't take that information. And if you want trying to find information, take information from people who have got credible source. If you like someone and they're talking about what you're saying, it's trying to resonate with you, Google their name, see what they're about. Have a real look at what they're doing. Are they even a prep coach? What are they trying to do? Approach them, talk to them about things, see what they're trying to say. And then brush those ideas across with other things, and even look at, potentially what they say against potential research that we have. If it's a drug that is used within medicine, there will be research. You'll be able to back that up. I hope this video has been helpful, and I really hope this video allows you to make a decision on yourself. I hope I haven't influenced you in order for you to take anabolics, because it's your decision. Seth Feroce brought this up in his first video that he did. It's a personal decision. It's down to you. It's not down to anybody else. Anyway, like, subscribe. Until the next one, get massive.